And welcome back everyone to the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon. Game number 2 for the winners match for Group I here. Day 4 of action. We do have TSLRagnarok up against SlayerSArthur. Metropolis will be the map. We're going to go straight into it and see if Arthur can bring back this series. So down here at the bottom left-hand corner, we have our red Zerg. He's going to be TSLRagnarok, not going for an early pull like last game. However, he did win the game in the end. It didn't really help him out in the early game. And, of course, we have over here at the right-hand side, we have our yellow Protoss is going to be SlayerSArthur. And he looks like he's going to go for another Forge expand. Now, a quick recap of game number 1, if anyone was wondering. It was a 9-pull into standard macro game. Some Phoenixes thrown in there. But the biggest difference was Ragnarok was using the Roach Hydra Corruptor unit composition, which fell out of favor for quite a while, but it's been working out well for him against Puzzle and against Arthur now, so let's see if he can continue this up. Of course, Ragnarok going for a pull first because of that pesky probe. What do you think, Ragnarok?
It was more of a Roach Corruptor composition because Arthur really delayed his Colossus for some reason, and Ragnarok scouted that and just didn't bother to make Corruptors for a while, so, I mean, without the Colossus in that unit composition that Arthur had, it's just not very good against the Zerg army. And I think that's part of why... Oh! How did you get that hatchery down?
Oh, mistake by Arthur right there.
He had a patrol thing set up, and he just had it slightly off, and Ragnarok snuck it in there in the half second he had available. Nicely done, but, I mean, it was kind of an interesting game. I feel like if Arthur had used those Colossus a little bit earlier, gotten them up to 2-3, he would have done much better in those early engagements, but he also got a Colossus caught out of position, a really key point as well, so.
Yeah, that's very true. We do see the standard... Well, actually, no, not a standard wall off here. Usually it's Forge Gateway Cybercore to finish this off, and a complete wall off, but it looks like Arthur wants to keep a gap there for himself. We do see Zerglings coming down to see if the third base has been spotted or anything. But Ragnarok's taking double gas in his main very quickly. Normally you see Zergs go for a little bit more drone power before their gases, and even then it's only the one gas. So this could be a tell and see what he wants to do coming out here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going for the third hatch. He was checking around here with the Zerglings, so he might still go for the delayed third hatch, and he's going to be up at 300 minerals here in a second, so we'll see what he does. But I mean, he keeps spending down below 300. He's gathering the gas early. I assume he's going to tech. We could be seeing the 2-base muta. Some of the players have been mixing this in randomly recently, just because it's a really good mix-up when used in conjunction with the 3-hatch play, which is so common.
Yeah.
You go 3-hatch, 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 random, like, 2-base muta, surprise! And then, yeah, we've got a layer on the way, so that might be what he's doing, but we'll have to see how soon he grabs the gas at his natural, to be sure.
Yeah, that's very true. He's got double queens already. He did pick off the probe over here on the left-hand side of Arthur. Even though it was completely out of position, he still managed to find it, which is really good for him. Because remember, he is one up in this series. One more game, he moves into the round of 32 for the Invitational, so that's going to be very interesting to see if he can make it through there.
That's another reason why it'd be good to do the 2-base muta right now, just because right now you're up a game, do something unexpected, try and take a quick win, why not? I mean, that's the way best of threes work. Also, it makes your opponent a little bit more anxious if it does go to game 3, because you've done two very different things, and then he doesn't know what to predict. So, we'll see. We have Arthur checking the third base again. He wants to try and apply some pressure with the Zealot, but hey, there's no third base. And actually, Arthur has gone for a Stargate. It's going to be finishing here in a second, but the layer is done. We never saw a third and fourth gas, a delayed third gas into a Hydra Den.
And a Nidus.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. There we go. Nidus Network. Okay, I was wondering what the Hydra Den was for, but I guess we'll see a good old-fashioned Nidus Worm.
Usually, whenever I've seen this happen, it very rarely goes into the main. It actually goes into the front of the wall. And using Hydras with that range upgrade, they actually just beat down the wall in the cannons. Yeah. So this is going to be really cool to see, because this Stargate is now pretty much going to be useless against these Hydras. He's even getting a Void Ray out first, so that's not going to be able to do anything here. Do we have the range upgrade? Not enough gas for the range upgrade just yet, but he's also going to need gas to plant that Nidus network as well.
He's also going to need it for the Hydras. I mean, without the fourth gas, he's not going to be able to make a whole ton of Hydras either, so I'm curious why he skipped the fourth gas. The Nidus Worm is going outside of the wall, and we're seeing why he didn't do the standard wall off. It looks like this position is 1 hex smaller, because that pylon actually walls it off completely. So that's a little bit of a, I guess, a slight map error. The other positions you can actually get an extra building in there. But we've got 2 queens coming here too, so he's going to spread the creep with the creep tumors, get it right up in his face, and then attack with the hydras. He should be out of range of the cannon if he places them correctly. No, he's just going to try and break down that front cannon. And
well, that's going to work. Oh, he didn't finish off the cannon. Needs to get back in there and finish it off. There we go. Does move forward a little bit. Can target down the second cannon if he wants to. However, 3 more cannons go down here for Arthur, and this is going to be a really tense moment for him because he cannot lose this game here, Relkin. He's going to lose one of the pylons. He's going to lose the gateway. That is his only gateway here. There's going to be no extra units for him at all. We got more hydras popping out. He's going to lose that forward to Void Rays here as well. However, he needs to buy time for those cannons to get up. Otherwise, he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. There is 2 Phoenixes, and here we go. Force Fields go down. He's trying to target down the cannons. Lifting up on those Hydras is a really good job. Transfusing Hydras as well here by Ragnarok, but he just doesn't have the cannon. The cannons came up in the perfect time for Arthur, and that is going to be pretty much it. Yeah, GG, there we go. Congratulations to Arthur. He will tie up the series 1-1. We'll be right back with game number 3, see if he can close it out. Stay with us.